we really practice approaching those ambiguous questions that are hard to answer and questions that companies have struggled to answer and failed to answer. We practice bringing rigor and discipline and structure to those inherently unstructured situations and finding, a best answer.
Working in CCE not only gives you the tools and the frameworks to begin to tackle those problems, to begin to think differently about the problem, but it also really provides you with a network and a place that you can just get other people's insights.
You had really this laboratory to practice a skill, learn, fail, learn from your mistakes, and then move on to another semester and do the exact same thing over again, except tweaking your methodology a little bit to actually perfect your client engagement, your communication skills, your presentation skills, the way you work data analysis. It was just very robust and offered a lot of opportunities.
This is real work that we do for real clients that really impacts the way that they are going to run their businesses. And I think that added reality and added pressure makes it harder for students, and we have really high expectations, but we provide a lot of support that matches that. And I think that combination of high expectations and high support gives people the experience where afterwards they look back and they realize, that project that I did in school was just as impactful and just as real and just as challenging as anything I've had to do now on the job. These projects are, they're important to the company, and because of their strategic nature, the senior executives come to the kickoff, the midpoint, the final, and they're interested in finding out what our students have to say.
Throughout the process, my team had the opportunity to speak to heads of government, to speak to CEOs of multi-billion-dollar industries here, or multi-billion-dollar companies here in the Twin Cities, and in the academic side, the dean of a very prestigious institution.
Having a setting where we're coming in and telling them something they didn't know before that they needed the answer to, and hearing that from a student, and the student having the opportunity to be the one to present that kind of finding to a CEO, it's a pretty good experience, and it's pretty authentic to what it looks like, whether you're doing this kind of work in an internal group or as an external consultant after graduation.
Coming to the Carlson School of Management in general was a career-changing experience for me. Coming into the consulting enterprise was life-changing for me. It absolutely changed the way that I engage and interact with others. It changes the way that I think about business problems. It changes the way that I want to interact with my community and nonprofits. I just think there's so much more value that I can provide to my work, my life in general, that the consulting enterprise has really been amazing.